Hello and welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to create this image hover effect. So without any further ado, let's get started. I have created a folder and opened it by Visual Studio Code. The folder is currently empty without this image. So let's create an index.html and style.css. Let's add the style.css with the index.html. We can also change the title. Now in here there is an image and some captions, and we are going to add it in the HTML. So let's use a figure with the class of, let's give it a class of image box, and inside this we are going to add the image. It's the image.jpg. Now let's set the figure caption. Let's put the title inside an h2, and I'm going to copy it from the image, and we need to add some descriptions, so we are going to use it the paragraph tag. Let's copy this and paste it here, use the rod wrap. Now we are fine to go. Now let's use the live server plugin or extension, and this is our image and the titles. Now let's move on to the style.css and style it. Let's use the asterisk for some universal styling. The margin will be 0, so it will reset the default margin and padding of the browser. And the last one is box sizing border box. Let's create some space here. Let's target the class of image box. Let's give it a margin of 50 pixels, so it will have some gap at the right, left and top side. Let's give it a maximum height of 450 pixels. Let's save, and here we are. But it is not taking the 450 pixel height because the image is overflowing the maximum height. We can make the overflow hidden. Now this is our image. Now let's target the image inside the class of image box and image. Let's give it a max height of 100%. Now we can see the entire image in this height. As you can see here, there are 4 elements in here, these little boxes, and we are going to use the pseudo element to make this happen. So in here there are 2 elements. One is this figure and the figure caption. We can use 2 pseudo element on each of them, before and after, with this one and this one. So it will make these 4 elements, and this is how we are going to do that. So let's target the image box first. It will be image box and before. Let's also target the image box after. We need to make the content blank, and we also need to give it a position of absolute because we need to position them properly inside it. To make the position absolute, we need the parent element to be position relative, and in this case the parent element is this image box. So let's add the position of relative. From the top it will be 0, from left 0, and bottom also 0, and from right it will be 0. Now it has an absolute positioning. Now we can give it a background color, and I'm going to use an RGB color, not RGBA, it will be RGB, and the value is 255. Okay, this is the color. Let's save, and we cannot actually see it because it is overlapping the entire image. Let's make the opacity to 0.5. Now I think this is it, and this before and after elements is overlapping the entire image and this text, so it is looking kind of blurry. To make this overlapping elements like this one, we are going to use the transform property, and with transform we can skew them or translate it to a direction. So that's what we are going to do, let's target the before first, and let's use the transform, and it will be skew, and let's try 30 degree. Let's save, and this is skewing. We can push it to the left side by applying a translate. It will be in the x direction because this is the vertical axis. Let's give it a value of -80% and save. We also need to apply this same transform effect with this after, but the value will be different. We want the skew to be -30 degree. Now it will be this effect, and we can use -70%. So it will be kind of asymmetrical. It starts from here and it starts from here. So we have done two of the elements, pseudo elements, and we need to do the rest too, and we are going to use the figure caption for that. So let's target the figure caption. It's inside the image box and figure caption, before and after. Let's get it to the comma. We can actually copy this from here because it will be the same, and the background color will be 0f1723. Let's save, and this is our background color. Let's change the opacity. Actually it's fine, 0.5 will be great. Now we need to apply the skew with both of them. Let's copy this, and it will be transform, skew. Let's try 30 degree, and we also need to use the translate x. Let's try -100%. So this is it, and we need another one. Let's copy this, and it will be after. The skew will be -30. Now it will be at the top, and let's use -90% because in this case we have given this a value of 10% less, and we need to give this a similar difference with that to make it symmetrical. We have created our element, and now we need to apply the hover effect. Let's first add the hover effect with the before and after. We can copy this. To apply hover with a pseudo element, we need to give the hover at first, then the before. This is how we are going to apply hover with the any pseudo elements. Now we need to change the transform and skew. The regular value was 30 degree, and we are not going to change that, but we are going to change the translate x. So let's reduce it by 60%. So it is now 80. Let's make it 20%, and in here it will be 10% because 70 minus 60. So this is it, but it is happening too quick. We need to apply an transition with it. Transition all. Let's give it a value of 0.5 second, and is. We can copy this and apply it on every one of them after, and also after this. Let's save. Okay, now we need to apply the hover effect with this too. Now when we hover the image box, it will happen. So we need to add the hover effect with the image box, not the fig caption. The skew is 30 degree and the translate x is -100 degree. We are also going to reduce it by 60%. That will make it 40%, and in this case 30%. Let's save, and this is our hover effect. Now we need to position the figure captions properly in here. Let's do that. Let's insert the image box, then fig caption. Let's give it a position of absolute, top 0, not this, top will be 0, bottom will be also 0, left and right will be 0. Now this is our text. We can add some padding with it. I have forgotten to add the pixels with it, so it is not actually applying, and now it has some gap. Now let's add some padding with it. From top it will be 50 pixels. From left, let's give it a value of 42%. From bottom, let's add 25 pixels, and from the right or left 20 pixels. Let's save, and this is looking fine, and we can change it after we finished styling our text here. But as you can see here, the text are looking kind of blurry because they are overlapping by these pseudo elements. So we can solve the issue by just applying a z-index with the pseudo elements. Let's give it a value of -1. I think it will solve the issue. It is actually not, so let's add the z-index of with it, and now it is looking okay. Now let's target the h2 and the text here. We can copy the class name from here. Let's first install the h2, give it a color of white. I think we need to change the font because it is kind of basic. Let's head over to the fonts.google. Let's get the Lato. This is it, and we are going to choose regular one, maybe light on, and also the bolt on. Let's import it. You can just copy this. Let's add it at the top. And we are going to add the font family Lato Sans Serif with the universal selector. Now it is changed. Now let's get back into the styling. Color is white. Let's give it a font size of 27 pixels. Let's also add a letter spacing of 1.5 pixels. Now we are fine with the h2. Now let's move on to the paragraph tag. The color will be white, font size will be reduced, and let's try 14 pixels. We don't need the letter spacing here, we can get rid of that. Let's give it a margin top to create a gap between the h2 and the paragraph text. Let's use 20 pixels, and now it is looking fine. Now as you can see here, the text is absent now. When you hover on that, it shows itself. That's why we are going to make the opacity to 0, and also this one, the opacity is 0, so we can apply the hover effect. When we hover on the image box, then the change will happen on the h2 and the paragraph text. Let's copy this, and it will be the paragraph text. Let's give it a opacity of on. Let's save. We don't have any transition here. We can add the transition like the same on with this h2 and the paragraph text, and I think now it will be fine. And it is good, but in here there are some issues. As you can see here, the box is currently showing itself outside the image, and we can solve the issue by giving it a property value. This will be vertical aligned, and let's use the value of top. Now it is gone. Now in here there are some delay with the animations. All of them are not going to slide it in the same time. It says delay, but in here they are all going to come in the same time. So we are going to use the transition delay property to make this happen. You can play with it and try different transition delay. In here, let's start adding the transition delay with this hover before. So that property will be transition delay, and let's try a value of 0.05 second. Let's save. And it is quite insignificant, so we can increase it by 0.1 second. Now it has this slight delay. Now let's move on to next one, and in this case we are going to add the transition delay with the figure caption. Let's add the transition delay of 1.5 second with the before. Let's save. Actually it's too much, we don't need that much. Let's use 0.15 second. Let's see what happened, and it's fine now. Let's use the transition delay again with the after, and let's use 0.2 second. So it is looking fine, but we can also use the transition delay with the text. Let's copy the property and apply it on the text. Let's use 0.4 seconds, so it will appear on the last. And now this is looking absolutely fine. You can find this code in the GitHub repository, and I will give you the link at the description. So if you need the code, please check it out. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.